Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Let me see how much voice I have left. I did the Amico video, but I really had this thought in my mind. Has the video game market just become stale? Is there anything that you're excited for? Right? And what kind of excitement am I talking about? I'm talking about, remember when we were excited for the PlayStation 2? That was excitement. Remember the excitement for the Xbox 360? That was excitement. Remember the excitement for the Wii? Shoot, remember the excitement for the Nintendo Switch? That type of excitement, that I don't see in the market. I not only see it reflected in the products that are being put out, I see it reflected across YouTube. You could talk about retro video game channels, or you could talk about current gen video game channels. What's happening? A lot of the content that they produce is not catching the eyeballs anymore that they used to. Why is that? Well, because you can't get excited for something that you've already seen before. It's like going on a date with your ex. You know how the show ends. You've seen all the surprises. So how excited are you going to get for The Last of Us 2 re-release master, whatever the hell you want to call it? How excited are you going to get for re-releases of Wii U games on the Switch? How excited are you going to get for retro games being published on the Game Pass? It's convenient, sure, and it's nice, but is it exciting? Is it generating a buzz? Is anybody going to go out of their way to stay tuned to every single word you say about X, Y, or Z? You know what else doesn't help it out? The current generation of gamers, the brand new gamers that are being created that are all playing on tablets and cell phones. Cell phone technology, tablet technology is not going to change for any time in the foreseeable future. Right? There isn't anything you're going to do to it. The only thing that's going to change is the software. And that's subjective, right? Some people might like your software, some people might hate it. But it's not something that everybody experiences at the same time. Not like a new console, not like new hardware. Right? That's why during the pandemic and all these companies that came out, whether it's in television or Atari or that company with a hand crank on the Game Boy, I forget their name. That's why they were generating a buzz, because it's brand new technology. It's brand new things that you put your hands to. You think about what kind of games could these people create. And, in the case of Intellivision, it was all disappointment. But if people are really sincere, right, even people that didn't like Tallarico, if you were a retro gamer, you were excited for that controller, and, they'll lie, they'll lie now after the thing bombed, but at the time, most retro gamers, most people of my generation found that controller to be at least intriguing, something you would like to try, put in your hands. That's what new hardware creates. So did the little hand crank, right? So did having the controller on the brand new Atari VCS, and I'm telling you, that is my favorite controller. It's to me, as a retro gamer, right now, hands down, that is my favorite controller. But it's something new, something that I hadn't seen before. It's not another version of the fifth PlayStation controller that I played. There is no longer that buzz on YouTube for new hardware. That's why a lot of the channels are starting to talk about politics. They're talking about drama that has to do not even with them, outside drama. They're talking about movies, comics, whatever the hell it is. They have to expand because the excitement isn't there. So I ask you, what are you excited for? What new piece of technology are you excited to get your hands on? I remember I was excited for the Saturn, even though I couldn't afford it. I mean, those kind of excitements from the, 5th generation, 6th generation, 3rd generation, I don't care. You don't see the excitement for a Super Nintendo out there. You just don't. You don't see it in the gaming market. How much has the mobile market affected that reality? A bunch, because all the casual gamers are there. Some people want to dismiss mobile phones and tablet phones altogether. That would be a huge mistake, because it's a part of the market that's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger. But do I see a solution for it? I don't. Not in this economy. Not when you have multi-million-dollar companies like Sony, multi-billion-dollar companies, I should say, playing it safe by doing another re-release of The Last of Us 2. I mean, how excited are you going to be for that? How excited are you for re-releases? I'm a huge Persona fan. But how different is Persona 3 going to be? Am I happy that it's coming out? Yes. But am I as excited that I would for a Persona 6? No. Am I as excited for a brand new technology that I get to play games on? No. And I'm starting to lose my voice here, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon, as I'm driving in traffic here. But the other thing that has to do with it is that we live in the best gaming time in history. It really is the golden age at your fingertips at any point. Whether you have a lot of money or you don't, through emulation, you have access to the past. Right? With a snap of your fingers. There are so many games available to you that the games themselves are not as exciting as they would be. Right? When franchises are going into number 6, number 10, number 11, and it's the same formula, it's hard to get excited, even if you love the franchise. And when the consoles, are becoming relics and really just computers where the hardware doesn't really matter, because more and more things are going to be done on the cloud, because you have to do 50, 100 gigabyte downloads, and when you buy a game you have to sit there for 2 hours downloading the game because it's not really on your disc. You don't really own it. All you have is a license. It's just very hard to get excited as the public. As a traditional gamer, it's very hard to get excited. I don't see it changing anytime soon, unless we have a brand new player on the field to shake things up. And I don't see that happening anytime soon, because the dollars aren't there. They're just not there to produce something new. It's easier to make hardware on things that are already established, and the things that are already established aren't producing anything exciting. So then I ask you, what are you excited for? Me? Not much. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.